How I Met Your Mother ended in 2014, Tinder launched in 2012, Hinge in 2013, Bumble in 2014. And I don't think that's a coincidence, because when I went back and rewatched How I Met Your Mother recently, not for nostalgia, but actually paying attention, I realized something that genuinely unsettled me. This show didn't just reflect dating culture, it built the psychological framework that made dating apps possible. It taught an entire generation how to think about romance in a way that was tailor-made for swiping, ghosting, and the endless search for someone slightly better. And the show never once realized it was doing it. If you're new to this channel, then a sub would be
legendary.
Let's start with the most fundamental thing How I Met Your Mother taught us. The idea that you keep dating until you find someone who checks every single box. Ted goes through girlfriend after girlfriend. Victoria, Stella, Zoe, Karen, the list goes on. And every single time, the show frames the breakup as reasonable. Because she wasn't quite right. Something was always a little off. This is the core logic of every dating app that exists today. Ted leaves a great relationship because the timing wasn't right, or she wasn't the one. Same as users delete a match because they seemed fine but not amazing, then swipe for another hour. How I Met Your Mother didn't invent pickiness, but it was the first mainstream show to completely validate it. To say, yes, throwing away real human connection in pursuit of a perfect hypothetical person is not just acceptable, it's romantic. We had never seen that framed as the hero's journey before. And then 2 years after the show ended, we had apps that literally gamified that exact behavior. You think that's a coincidence? That the people who built those apps grew up watching this show. Now here's where it gets genuinely eerie. Barney Stinson, the character the show frames as the comic relief, the cautionary tale, is functionally a human Tinder algorithm. Think about how Barney operates. He filters candidates by appearance first, uses scripted openers, he's A/B tested across hundreds of women, optimizes his profile, his suits, his apartment, his story, purely for attraction, and moves on the moment someone shows real emotional depth. Barney runs the playbook. It was a documented system of openers and tactics designed to maximize romantic outcomes. Dating apps literally A/B test UI, notification timing, and match algorithms to maximize user engagement, not connection. And here's the dark part. Barney is aspirational on that show. Men wanted to be him. Women found him magnetic. The show spent years making his system look cool. Then Hinge releases data showing that the average user spends 10 minutes deciding whether to meet someone in person, based on a profile photo and 3 prompts. Barney Stinson didn't predict the dating app era. He was a beta test for it. And we laughed at him. We were supposed to. But we also absorbed every single one of his values. But the deepest parallel, the one that nobody talks about, is what How I Met Your Mother did to our relationship with timing. Over and over again, the show uses bad timing as the reason love doesn't work. Robin and Ted, Ted and Victoria, Barney and Robin. The message is consistent. The right person at the wrong time is not your person. Keep looking. On its surface, this sounds wise, mature even. But now, look at how people talk about relationships in the dating app era. The number one reason given for not pursuing something real? I'm just not in the right place right now. The timing is off. We're in different stages of life. Ted and Victoria break up twice because life circumstances aren't perfectly aligned, even though they genuinely love each other. How I Met Your Mother made bad timing feel like a cosmic force you couldn't fight. It made walking away from something real feel noble. And in a world where you can open an app and see 200 new people in 60 seconds, that philosophy is devastating. Because there will always be a reason the timing isn't perfect. The app ensures it. And then, I think almost accidentally, the show gave us the answer. Tracy McConnell, the mother. She is the only character in the entire show who finds love by stopping the search. She gives up on romance after Max dies. She builds a life. She focuses on her music, her friends, her own growth. She stops optimizing. And that's exactly when Ted finds her. Not because he searched harder, because he finally stopped performing. Tracy stops looking for love and meets Ted at the moment she's most herself, not her most polished. Every piece of research on successful relationships from dating apps says the same thing. People find partners when they stop treating dating as a product search. Tracy is the antidote to everything the show spent 9 seasons teaching. She is what happens when you opt out of the algorithm, and the show killed her in 20 minutes. Think about that. The one character who modeled a healthy relationship with love, who demonstrated what it looks like to be genuinely ready rather than endlessly searching, gets the least screen time in the entire series. The show couldn't sustain her, because her story doesn't fit the format. You can't make 9 seasons of content out of someone who isn't chasing, and neither can a dating app. I'm not saying How I Met Your Mother caused the dating app crisis. That would be insane. But I am saying that when a show runs for 9 years and tells an entire generation that love is about endless searching, perfect timing, and the courage to leave good things behind for hypothetical better things, and then 2 of the most downloaded apps in human history launched during its final seasons, built on that exact logic, How I Met Your Mother didn't predict the future. It helped build the mindset that made the future possible. And the saddest part? The show actually knew the answer. It gave us Tracy, and then it took her away. Because an algorithm can't monetize contentment. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Like and subscribe if you want more of these. And I'll see you in the next one.